Greyhound Gold is brought to you by Digital Greyhound Racing. Their NFT racing game has recently launched and is currently in the trialling stage, meaning you can purchase a dog and start racing now. To find out more, head over to betnft.run.
G'day punters, welcome to another edition of Greyhound Gold. My name's Brett Honey, and for the first time on Greyhound Gold, we bring in the one and only Hayden King. Hello, Hayden.
Hey Brett, good to be here.
This is very exciting. First time teaming up together. You excited? Well, that's a little hard to hear and already starting to get into the low jokes, but how did you find this weekend of chasing up coming here in WA?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting, Brett. We've got Zarbel, who's drawn out wide, and we've got Amplified, who's also drawn out wide. We've got a jumbling of the numbers from last week, but we've got an identical heat to final of the Anniversary Cup.
Will it be an identical result? That will be the question. We'll be hearing plenty about Zarbel on this show today because he is our run of the week. We're going to go back to last Friday night at Mandurah. We had the running of the Stayers Series heats, and the first heat was taken out by Zarbel. It wasn't exactly a cosy watch. We saw Pilbara begin well from box 2. Superman Keeping's able to hold a position on the rail. Zarbel, he gets into an okay position there in third, and you take $1.01 in the run at this point. Pilbara is then challenged by Superman Keeping, and as Superman Keeping tries to get past, he didn't really know how to do that, and he got cramped up. That then inconvenienced Zarbel, and that's where punters start to get a little bit nervous as they turn for home. Zarbel goes even further wide, eventually gets the job done there in an overall time of 37 and 16. The sections were 14:36, 25:58. The run home was 11:58. Hayden, it was a good win in the end. Clearly this dog is flying. He can be goofy. We saw that over east, and we were hoping maybe it might be an easier watch in WA. It wasn't quite to that wasn't quite the case. However, he still did a very good job just to get the job done there, and he should be better for that run come Saturday night.
Yeah, and you know what? I think we've unearthed a career for you, calling races in retrospect. You can do it once you already know the result.
Well, the first time I actually watched this kind of Greyhound Gold, I thought Shorty had the video behind him, and then when I've actually rocked up the first time and found out there was no video, I was in strife.
I reckon next week what we do is you do it and you just give it everything. You call it like a Perth Cup.
Yeah, that would need a few takes, but it would be entertaining, and I think a few people enjoy it. We might have to go with that. Hayden, what did you think of the run of Zarbel?
Yeah, it was an excellent run. This dog, as we've seen in the past, over here and over east now, can be a little bit of a magnet for trouble, can find a lot of backsides, but we also know he's got the motor to overcome it, and I think we can expect much of the same here this Saturday, Brett, and that's a bit of foreshadowing of what's to come.
Yeah, I think both of us will be better off in the hip pocket if that's the case, but we will get to that a little bit later on. Let's turn our attention to Friday night chasing at Mandurah. A really good 10-race card there to look forward to. What have you got for us there Friday night at Mandurah?
Well, I've gone double one. The leg's 11. Impress Venus.
302.
Yeah, well, sometimes
Gee whiz.
you have to step outside your comfort zone, and that's why I've gone for Impress Venus, because they say women are from Venus, and I'm trying to impress some women. In fact, I heard a rumour that you went on a date the other day. How'd that work out for you?
Yeah, work in progress. Let's get back to your tips, Hayden. I don't think punters are too interested in what's going on there. Yeah, shout out to Mum and Dad who might be watching this. But yeah, Impress Venus, as she gets to get the cash there on Friday night. You are an idiot.
Yeah, well, you can catch more bees with honey, Brett, and that's why they call you the honey man. Anyway, yeah, Impress Venus, box number one. This is a pretty limited field. I think the dog can just about dig up early, hold the position reasonably strong over a 302 metre trip, and if it goes anywhere close to around that 1750 mark, which I think it will, I think it can get away with a race like this. And I think the chief threat, if there is one, is probably Mango Salsa. And two-step with me, we can tango. Everywhere I go, I make the gang go.
Gee whiz. It's a bit different from later rounds in James Broadhurst in recent weeks. This one here, sensational work from you. What have you got for us in terms of value?
Race 4, number 3, West on Fever. This dog began really well over the 490 last week. Was about to jump to the front, then got dragged down from behind, and was okay through the line there. So I think back to the 405, if he can press up early, potentially find the lead, he'll be pretty hard to beat. I think he's really added that extra string to his bow over the last 3-4 months where he's got that additional strength. So 405's never going to be any concern.
Absolutely. And actually, the box manners have improved since stepping up to 490 as well. So, yep, West on Fever there should be hard to beat. My best bet Friday night, Mandurah, race 10, number 4, Karen. Really impressive return to the track last week at Cage. Went really good time here. We've seen any dogs that have been capable of running time at Cainton. When they go to Mandurah, they normally repeat that. Expect Karen to get on the arm, expect Karen to be getting the cash there Friday night. For a bit of value, one that I haven't really been a massive fan of in the past, but recent performances have impressed me. Race 6, number 8, My Dad's Augie. I think this could be a bit Firecloud-esque on Friday night. My Dad's Augie in recent times has been beginning really well at Cainton, has been getting run down those 30, 10, 30 and 20 times. I've seen these dogs go back to Mandurah, and they're that little bit stronger to the line. Should be able to get on the arm here, and this is a dog that likes a bit of room to operate. Box 8's perfectly fine here. Expect My Dad's Augie to go to the front here and give a lot of cheek in. What's a pretty handy race, all spiked up, took out that free-for-all last week, and from where he was, that was a good win, but I just think My Dad's Augie will give him something to catch there in the 6th. Really good card there Friday night at Mandurah. Let's turn our attention to Cainton. We got the final of the Stayers Series, the final of the Anniversary Cup at listed level. We do like one here, Hayden. What's your best on the program Saturday night?
Well, I don't know what's going on there at Tab Touch, but Zarbel's come up $2.40, and as soon as this comes on, I want you to do one thing. I want you to type in your account details and then pass them on to me, because I'll be extracting the money after Saturday once we've collected. But pour everything in, put it on Zarbel, and we'll be rejoicing.
Get responsibly, of course, but yeah, chips in.
I'm an irresponsible man in every sense.
Sensational work. Yep, but Zarbel, any dangers in the race? You think he just gets the job done? Anything for us?
Moral no dangers.
Really like that. What have you got for us in terms of value?
Race 11, number 4, Global Road. He's not going to be a huge price, exactly, but this dog, he copped a really bad check there on the first turn last week, eventually got to the outside and began to find that momentum to 250 out, and then he's come down the outside with a really belated burst, and he's got up to grab 3rd. Just needs a clear run. I think he'll take a lot of holding out. Race 11, number 4, Global Road.
Sensational work there. My best bet, race 3, number 8, Zarbel. Really should just be winning this. Pilbara looks to be the main danger, but it's worth noting that Pilbara is not guaranteed to lead this race, with lots of Clifton Cruz and Sunset Givenchy in the race. I think there could be a bit of carnage up front, and Zarbel, this is the perfect setup for him. He's clearly the best dog over the distance in WA, and I expect him to be getting the cash there on Saturday night. If he doesn't, I'll be singing for my supper on Sunday morning. For a bit of value, I'm going for a maiden. Race 1, number 1, Danny Heffernan. Now, there was a really good Mandurah trial here, 22.88, and then last start had a qualifying trial of 5.20. The time wasn't there, but you could just see how green, and probably even looked a little bit lost at that first turn, old Danny there. The mum was Paganoni. She was a very fast bitch, and she was a little bit goofy herself. So I just think now for seeing Cannington under race conditions should be a big improver here. There's not a lot of speed in this race. I think Danny can get on the arm here and probably improves just by being on the arm. So race 1, number 1, Danny Heffernan in a maiden. Good luck. Race 3, number 8, Zarbel, the best bet. Really looking forward to the action this weekend. Hayden, any confidence going in? Are we getting the cash?
Well, I just told them to lump everything on, so is that not enough? Are you not entertained?
I just saw the astute kind of form work that went in before this, Hayden, so yeah.
Well, hey, I'm a deep thinker. They don't call me Aristotle for nothing.
I haven't called you that. I've called you some other words. Sometimes
yeah, another A word.
But yeah, but that's okay. But hopefully we can find you a few winners there across this weekend of chasing. But if not, Hayden, they can tune in this time next week for another big edition of Greyhound Gold.